Hey, what's going on, folks? Welcome to another video. Let's jump right into another bill search. So we're back to kind of a regular mix of notes here. So I'm out of the $2 bills, but check those videos out. The last couple of videos, they were really awesome. We found some really good stuff in some $2 banknotes. But let's jump right into it. Series 2017, $1 note. Nothing in the serial. Kind of cool that it's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 kind of broken up, but not a fancy serial number. Nothing jumping out on the back. I like to keep an eye out around the depictions of the seal on the left and right hand side. Next note. A little bit of a ticker note going on with the kind of an odometer note. Last couple of digits are raised there, but they're not really high enough where I'd call it an error or misprint. But kind of neat, something to keep an eye out for. Let's see, little wedding transfer on the back. Pretty good condition note there. 2017 series as well. Nothing, the serial number kind of beat up here. Nothing jumping out on the back. Some boogers up on there. 2009, really screwed up. Beat to all get out. Let's see, nothing really jumping out on me. Good repetition of 7s and 6s and stuff, but not enough. I mean, people ask me about that all the time. Unless it's clumped together, really more like binary notes. Trinaries even are more collectible than valuable. True binaries with 0s and 1s in the serial numbers are definitely worth a little bit. But I wouldn't hold on to stuff that's like a bunch of trinaries with, like, you know, if this was 3, 4, 1, unless it was in some cool kind of pattern, you might get a couple bucks out of it. Otherwise, you know, you're not talking like a huge return on investment, which is the same for a lot of the notes you're going to find. But even if it's a dollar note and you're able to sell it for 3, 4, 5 bucks, I mean, that's a pretty good difference between the face value and what you got for it. You know, 5 times the value is pretty darn good in any collectible game. Little over ink on the 7 here, but it's not too heavy. In regards to the $2 note that we got, that was kind of over ink 7s. I would say we had a lot of people, or I had a lot of people ask about value of that note. Realistically, I would look to get maybe 5 to 10 bucks out of it. And you're probably like, that's not really a big amount. But once again, I mean, you're talking about a light over ink on some 7s. There's no other pattern going on. So it's not going to command a huge jump in value. 2017 as well. Nothing on the front. Back of the note. Kind of too beat up to tell if anything's going on here or in any of these portions of the note. And nothing too crazy here. 2017 as well. No difference in graphics on anything 1s or 2s, just speaking of 2s. You know, other notes, if you're able to come across kind of older ones in bill searches, now the ones from the 90s and before are few and far between. They get kind of weeded out over the life, so to speak, of notes. Nothing jumping out on that one either. Hey, a beat up star note. Lovely. Kind of neat with the 0s and 6s. Nothing too nuts here. I mean, I'm going to hold on to it for being the find of the bill search video. You know, hey, better than nothing. I love me some star notes. Good old replacement notes. I just updated a star note kind of lookup thing on VarietyErrors.com, so check that out if you want to look up the values of star notes or just learn a little bit more about them. I didn't see anything on the back there, but I'll set that aside. And kind of got some war paint on there. Looks like he's from Braveheart or something. Nothing in the serial number, 2013 series. And nothing on the back. Kind of neat, 7s, 5s, you know, kind of a 754, 754 sorta. But once again, not enough of a pattern to call a fancy serial number, so therefore I wouldn't call it collectible or, you know, valuable. And for a second there, I thought we might have a little bit of a kind of stray inking or misprinting going on around the Novus part of the seal, but not so much. A little bit of a shift here, but not off of the word 1, and therefore it's not really an error. Nothing on the back. This is kind of neat. 1s, 2s, and 3s. So there's a trinary note. This one's really beat up. It's got writing on it, so I'm not going to hold on to this one. But it's definitely a good example of what to keep an eye out for, like I mentioned earlier. You know, this one here is a trinary, 1s, 2s, and 3s. If it was in a better kind of pattern, let's say like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, something like that, whatever. You get the idea. Then I would probably hold on to it despite the writing and stuff. Or conversely, if it was the trinary here and not so much of the damage and the writing on the note with the 40 or whatever this says, you know, I'd probably hold on to it. But in this case, it's a little too beat up for me, but something to keep an eye out for. Last but not least, really wrinkled, previously drenched in whatever to make it wet note. 2013 series. It's all thinned out from probably getting rained on or something. Getting a drink spilled on it, whatever. So the only thing I am holding on to, although it's pretty beat up as well, is this replacement note. I just personally really like star notes, so I hold on to pretty much all of them. And then eventually I weed out a bunch of them that I don't think are really collectible and send them back out into the wild, so you lovely people can find them. Let me know what you've come across in your coin and bill searches lately in the comments below. I will see you there, and I will see you in the next video. Have an awesome day.